Many may argue that it is the fear of the state that kept the people inside. But believe me, it is not the full truth. The full truth is Pakistan successfully came to infiltrate all important aspects of our civil society. Thanks to the regional so-called mainstream politics in the valley, there is overwhelming evidence to show that many had honed the art of running with the hare and hunting with the hound to a near science that left both the common men and the security men bewildered, frightened and confused. Visiting homes of killed terrorists and expressing sympathy in public became the new normal. While elimination of new recruits to terrorism was allowed and tacitly encouraged, those who facilitated the recruitment, arranged finances, were never investigated. And it was forbidden to even go near Jamaat-e-Islami that provided the religious and ideological justification to the perfidies of the terrorists and the Hurriyat. This was despite being an open secret that the Jamaat network was not only able to sabotage government efforts to normalize the situation, but also had a terror finance network that played a big role in mobilizing street protests. It was class members to even think of countering these, who vilified everything about the Indian state and its armed forces as part of a deliberate and systematic creation and propagation of false narratives based on half-truths, out of context presentation of facts, malicious selective muting, and amplification and outright falsehoods. SP ranking officers were thrown behind bars and put alongside terrorists in jails for crimes they never committed. Death by accident. By accidental drowning of Nilofer and Asya in Shopian in 2014 was allowed to be hijacked by the narrative terrorism who held the valley to ransom with several weeks long hartal, arson and rioting. A very deep and detailed investigation by CBI, backed by forensics of the All India Institute of Medical Sciences, proved it beyond any shade of doubt that it was outright falsehood. The things had come to such a pass that the so-called mainstream party had started cultivating leaders of terrorist networks through intermediaries and sometimes directly to further their electoral prospects. It is the unflinching stance and strategy of the Government of India and the armed forces and the police and the law enforcement, backed by a latent population since last several years, that this duality and dubious duplicity will be put to an end or an attempt made towards it, which has put the national security adversary in the back foot. It is a call at the highest level of policy making that political and economic opportunities would no longer be the prerogative of a privileged few and would become available to one and all is one major reason why I believe the streets are keeping calm.
जो इस वक्त के डीजी हैं, he is more, busy with fixing things politically. उनका जॉब है पीडीपी के लोग कैसे तोड़े जाए, लोगों को कैसे हरास किया जाए, उनको कैसे धमकाया जाए, जर्नलिस्ट को कैसे तंग किया जाए. आपका जो पासपोर्ट है उसको वेपन बना दिया गया है, वेरिफिकेशन को वेपनाइज किया गया है. यूएपीए कैसे ज़्यादा से ज़्यादा लोगों को लगाया जाए, किस तरह ज़्यादा से ज़्यादा रेट्स किए जाए. यहाँ पर बिजनेसमैन बेचारे रो रहे हैं, कभी एक रेट, कभी दूसरा रेट, कभी ईडी का रेट, कभी इनकम टैक्स का रेट. हमारे जो मौलवी हैं उनको भी नहीं बख्शा जाता है, उनको ब्लैकमेल किया जाता है कि अगर आप हमारे कहने पे मस्जिदों में काम करोगे तो तुमको बाहर रखेंगे, नहीं करोगे तो जेल में डाल देंगे. बार एसोसिएशन उनको जेल में डाल, क्यों? क्योंकि वो इलेक्शन करना चाहते थे. तो ये क्या हो रहा है? We don't need a fixer here. We need a DG. हमारे पास यहाँ पहले भी बाहर से बहुत डीजी आए हैं, बहुत अच्छा काम किया उन्होंने. बहुत सारे जो बाहर के एडमिनिस्ट्रेटिव ऑफिसर्स आए हैं, पर किसी ने कम्युनल लाइंस पे आज तक काम नहीं किया. यहाँ सिर्फ कम्युनल लाइंस पे काम हो रहा है.
And cutting across to Gursimran, who now joins us live on the broadcast. Gursimran, this is typical of Mehbooba Mufti. The moment fingers are raised on her to how she's soft on terror, she goes on to call the Jammu and Kashmir DGP a government fixer.
Sir, being an army personnel, you have lost your soul.
Yes.
So, how do you look into this? You see, my son was always he wanted to be in the army. Right from his childhood, he used to, I said he used to wear my army dress and go around, and he used to feel good. And even after he had done his engineering, he takes his BTech, but still he was bent on going to the army only. And he did not. He was so much into that he wanted to go to the army that he had a liking for army so much that he did not prepare much. Still, he got through all the tests in the army, including the SSV. He cleared it in one go. In his batch of about, I think, 60 people, he was the only one who cleared all the interviews and everything, and including the medical. He was the only one in that particular batch during SSV.
So you were just 27.
Yes.
So what's your feeling? Are you feeling proud or something else?
I feel proud that my son has done something for our nation and for the security of the nation. And but only thing is that we will be missing him for the rest of our life. That is the only sad part that we have. Otherwise, I am happy that he's given his life for the country.
Do you think government should take strong action against the militants?
You see, government is taking action. It is not that they are not taking action. Only thing is, these sort of incidents keeps on happening because there are a lot of supporters within that area also, and it is because of the supporters that they get. That is how the thing is. So we have to. The idea should be to when the support base there should not be a support base for the militant. Once that is done, then automatically I think the militancy can be controlled. But there are a lot of support base for the militant in J&K. That is the reason.
मैम आपका नाम, आपका परिचय?
मेरा नाम नीलिमा थापा, मैं ब्रिजेश थापा की मम्मी हूँ।
मैम आपका फर्स्ट रिएक्शन क्या कहना चाहेंगे?
अब क्या बोल सकते हैं हमें, क्या रिएक्शन तो क्या हो सकता है ना, हमें अपने बेटा को गुम ही कर दिया। अभी तो आएगा भी नहीं कभी वो वापस।
तो कब पता चला?
कल रात को पता चला 11 o'clock को।
तो आपका लड़का कैसा था?
वो तो बहुत ही डिसेंट था और ऐसे मतलब कंप्लेन कभी नहीं करता था। वो जैसे कंप्लेन करते ना लोग, ऐसे नहीं था। वो इज़ अ वेरी डिसेंट गाय। तो जैसे तो उसको आर्मी में जाना भी था, उसको बता भी रखा था हम लोग ने कि आर्मी में ज़्यादा लाइफ टफ होता है, क्योंकि उसने देखा हुआ है अपने पापा को।
All right, Zeenat is with me on the broadcast. And Zeenat, this is just unfortunate. 4 of our brave hearts who sacrificed their lives in the line of duty, their families are struggling hard to come to terms with the loss. But this is the kind of politics we see play out. And what Mehbooba Mufti says.
Suisha, Mehbooba has condemned the incident of what has happened in Doda. In fact, she has been talking about the entire Jammu region. Jammu has been quite up for the last couple of years now. If we see that, but for the last 7 or 8 months, we see almost every month casualty, or twice in a month a casualty. But meanwhile, we are seeing also the politics being played when the Jawans are losing their life while fighting the terrorist or the Pakistani terrorism on the Indian soil. Mehbooba has made a condemnation remark. Meanwhile, we are also seeing it coming from the national conference. But is it the time to play politics or to fight terror, which is a bigger question? How to neutralize the terrorists on the ground, how to give body blow, and how to avenge these killings, which is important. We have been seeing that whether it is J&K DGP, RR Swan, or we see the Army Northern Commander or the 15 Corps Commander, they've been doing all meetings. They are trying to change the strategy on ground. We are seeing the foot number of the soldiers being increased. More forces have been, reinforcements are being rushed. But despite that, we don't see much success coming to the security forces, because every now and then forces have to take the casualty of its brave men. What needs to be done to neutralize this threat? How can we neutralize the Pakistani terrorists that have infiltrated through international border in Jammu? Though in Kashmir, we see that whenever they try to sneak in, whether in LC at the Uri or the Keran or the Gurez, we have been seeing the operations being carried. And yesterday also we have seen a press brief coming from the Indian Army in Kupwara Keren sector, where day before yesterday they were able to neutralize the 3 terrorists. So what policies can be adopted in the same manner the way forces have been adopted in the Kashmir Valley to eradicate the terrorism on the ground? The same kind of policies or the officers need to be posted so that they have a better understanding of the anti-terror operations, to how to neutralize it. That can be one of the one steps, because if you remember last year when the Defence Minister of India Rajnath Singh chaired a meeting in Udhampur, there it was also mentioned about the policies that are implemented in Kashmir needs to be taken. Similarly, a meeting was happened in Delhi where it was admitted and also directed by the Home Minister of the country, Amit Shah, to all the forces on ground that they should adopt the Kashmir model in Jammu to eradicate the terrorism. So playing the politics, either Mehbooba playing the politics or the Abdullah families playing the politics doesn't have any stand, or there is no reason to talk about to get the political view when every then and now we are seeing the army taking the casualty of his men. And despite the condemnation, they should also condemn the Pak terrorism. They should name the Pakistani terrorists and also should tell the Pakistan that such kind of acts should not be accepted on the Indian soil.
Absolutely. And do stay on with us, Zeenat, as Gursimran is also on the broadcast. Gursimran, exactly what I had said earlier, that this is very typical of Mehbooba Mufti. The moment fingers are pointed at her, that they are going soft on terrorism, that's how she hits back. And here she's calling the Jammu and Kashmir DGP a government fixer.
See, it was expected that Mehbooba Mufti will hit back, because the yesterday's statement that came from the DGP of the Jammu and Kashmir, R.R. Swain, in which he has blamed the traditional parties of the Jammu and Kashmir for the terrorism and also for the Pakistani terrorism coming to Jammu and Kashmir. It was very clear that the Mehbooba Mufti will hit back, but the kind of escalation that the Mehbooba Mufti has seen, because see what has happened, what Mr. Swain has said that in the official capacity as the DGP of the Jammu and Kashmir, and he said that there are evidences, that means his team at the CID that has always been working on one case or the other case, they must have got some of the important clues or the evidences that hints towards these political parties that have ruled Jammu and Kashmir for a longer period of time behind this entire modus operandi, and also felicitating the Pakistani terrorism to spread in Jammu and Kashmir. But what the Mehbooba Mufti has said, that has to be seen, because Mehbooba Mufti has made some serious allegations terming Mr. R.R. Swain, the DGP of the Jammu and Kashmir, as the political fixer of the government trying to break the parties in the Kashmir Valley. So it has to be seen that whether Mehbooba Mufti will come up with some of the concrete evidences or not. See, on that operation front, yes, there are serious challenges for the Jammu and Kashmir police, because those areas that have been peaceful since long, they have become active once again, and that has not been accepted only by the Jammu and Kashmir police, but also by the Ministry of Home Affairs and the Union government. And that's why there are serious deliberations that some more strong boots, those who have the experience of the ground, as Zeenat was also mentioning, that at this time the Jammu and Kashmir needs some experienced boots on the ground, so that the terrorism, those terrorists from the Pakistan, those who have infiltrated from the international border, from the line of control, they can be neutralized at an earlier. So that is also being considered by the Ministry of Home Affairs. But the statement that has come from Mehbooba Mufti clearly speaks of her frustration and her usual style of targeting when she is on the radar.
Oh yes, absolutely. And while our forces have intensified the anti-terror operations, just so many reactions coming in, expressing anguish over this cowardly attack, also saying that this attack will be avenged. The sacrifice of our brave hearts will not go in vain. Let's listen in.